Aquarius. This is a message for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Take what applies to you, leave the rest. All right, let's get into this reading, Aquarius. This is for whenever you come across this reading. It's not time specific. Bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. So you're being called up out of an old life. You're being called to release an old version of yourself, to release an old way of acting, an old way of being, an old pattern of something in your life. You're being called to release that now. This is like the wake-up call for something. And look at this. The three of Pentacles is underneath of that. I feel like you're being called to redecorate. This is interior redecorating for me, the Three of Pentacles. It can have to do with working together with somebody else, but sometimes I feel like this Three of Pentacles has to do with who's helping you right now to do this redecorating. What parts of yourself are here in this picture? What parts of yourself are helping you to tear down the old and restructure, rebuild something inside of yourself, and maybe even restructure and rebuilding your life with the Judgment here, being called to do that. Oh gosh, Seven of Swords is here in the reverse. This, some people say this is an apology, but I feel like maybe you're trying to, if we look at these two cards together, are you trying to run away from doing this, because you want to stay safe somewhere? I feel like this is calling for you to strike out on your own in some way. And I feel like there's some fear and resistance in doing that. You want to stay in the safe confines of where you have been, But there's something going on internally here, and I think it is going to be reflected to you externally. We do have the World here underneath of that, which is you're at a place of graduating. You're at a place of completing some cycle in your life. There's a gift here. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Something is being handed to you. This is an opportunity for something, and it is something that you have to, this is an opportunity. You have to actually, accept this and put in some work. I feel like there's something here where there's been a lot of excess in beating a dead horse. I feel like you're trying to heal from something, and that's all good, letting the swords fall out. But I feel like there's excessiveness in the attention and the action that maybe not putting in action because you're still grieving something. You're still in this healing process of something. I think something was unfair. I think somebody's been a little bit of a bully here. I think that this is where you may have to set boundaries, but also it's about what, pick your battles. Pick your battles. Also, I feel like this new version of you may cost you some friends that you have outgrown, or that people grow, they change. I feel like there's something here that's changing maybe in your friends group where these are not your people anymore, and maybe you are going it alone for a little while for right now. This is a big blessing coming in for you. And we have the Ace of Cups right beside that, overflowing love and abundance. This is your holy grail, and I feel like this Judgment here and the World card that comes up under that is you are coming into a new phase of your life regarding something tangible, regarding your emotions, and possibly regarding separating yourself from a friends group that no longer resonates with the place that you are right now. It's not saying that you're any better than anybody. It's just that we're all on different paths. We grow, we evolve, Page of Swords is here. I feel like this is something about learning something about our thoughts, learning about our communication. It's about clearing something up, maybe with somebody else, or possibly for ourselves as well. Getting clear about something in your own mind. It's newness, it's curiosity. I feel like there's curiosity in some new way of thinking for yourself, where before maybe you have been confined or restricted to a certain group of people or friends who you think you've always thought like they did. I feel like there's a newness regarding you leveling up to a new maturity and in your mind regarding how you see things, how you think of things, we have the Seven of Pentacles here. The Seven of Pentacles, this is like evaluation. What you planted and what is growing from that. I feel like this is just showing that you are making progress. This is something is a work in progress. It's not going to happen overnight. Excuse me. It's going to take time and patience for all of this to actually become the newer version of you, is what I'm getting. I do get that there's been excessive worry with that Nine of Cups. Excessive worry and beating a dead horse on something, trying to heal. You're in the middle of trying to heal something or trying to take the swords out of your heart. Maybe you were in a friends group and some things hurt you here with this Three of Swords in the reverse, and now it might cost you something, this new awareness that you have, these new opportunities that you have, because the Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity, like I said, regarding the tangible, but it could also be about your value as well. Like I talked about how that Three of Pentacles is about rebuilding. I feel like you're in this rebuilding of a new version of yourself, and the old version is being called to be left behind, and like I said, something could be changing with your friends group or people that you associate with. Let's get some advice for you, Aquarius. The aces are not like guarantees. The aces are opportunities. So I definitely feel like there is a good opportunity for you. This could be work, it could be money, but this is you tending to it over here, So it's like you do take the seed and you tend to it, you plant it, you nurture it, and it's you putting in the work. I feel like in this version, like I feel like he's like talking to his plant, like, talk to it, love on it, nurture, you're giving something your attention. I feel like maybe it's your value, or maybe it's this seed that you were given here, that's this opportunity. What do we have for advice? I do feel a lot of abundance coming in with that Ace of Cups there. And it's interesting because I just got to, this Ace of Cups is between the Five of Swords and the Page of Swords. So whatever you do, I feel like there's something here about doing it with love. But also I get distance, because look, this guy is distant from these two friends here, and then he's over here. So I feel like there's something here about putting distance between you and someone. And look at that, as I say that, we have the Hermit. You're being guided. I feel like you feel this, Aquarius. You are being guided. Something is being shown to you. The light is being held up for you to see something. This is listening to your wise self, seeking answers. The Emperor is here. This is about you being in the position of control of your life. This is you asserting yourself, asserting your authority, standing up for yourself. The King of Pentacles. Wow. Whatever you're building on, you're going towards the King of Pentacles here, which is you being your own security and stability, your own solid rock in something. You're building something in your mind so that You know, if you lose all of this, if this crop doesn't go good, you know how to build, you know how to plant and nurture and care for another one. It's like once you have that in your mind, then it's like it doesn't matter what happens in the outside world, because you always are, you have the mindset of abundance is what I'm getting. Six of Swords. So yeah, this is like moving away. You know, I said the distance between this Page of Swords and this Five of Swords here. Putting the distance, surrendering to something, accepting something, and just quietly moving away. You know, quietly moving yourself away. There's the Devil in reverse. This is getting yourself unstuck from maybe these two toxic people over here. Maybe it's only one toxic person, I don't know. But, and not that they're toxic, you know, but they are at a different level from you. But also the Devil reversed is getting yourself unchained from attachment, unchained from something that you stay in just because it feels good, even though you know you've outgrown it, or you know that it's not that good for you, or you know that it pulls on your energy and not in a good way. Two of Wands is in the reverse. And the Six of Wands in the reverse. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune's on the bottom. I love it. The Two of Wands reverse can be closing the door on something. You know, closing the door on something. Sometimes it can have to do with excessively thinking, I'll be happy when kind of thing. It can be the need to start actually putting in work on something where you've just been like thinking about it. You know, this is like when you need to actually do something, take some action. I feel like this Two of Wands, it's more about closing the door on someone who was like imprisoning you or chaining your energy to them or something like this. I feel like this is you closing that door. The Six of Wands is reversed here. I get this feeling that you weren't seen, you weren't celebrated, you weren't honored in some way in this relationship. I feel like there was no victory after the battle. I feel like maybe somebody may have used you like, how do I want to say that? Like to boost them up kind of thing, you know, with the Six of Wands reversed. It's lack of victory, not feeling seen. Also, the Six of Wands reversed can talk about ego. You know, it can talk about somebody could really be in their ego. Maybe somebody was trying too hard to shine, you know, but it is feeling like depleted and depressed a little bit as well. I think that there's something too about the Two of Wands there reversed with the Six of Wands there reversed. Like this is maybe something that you need to refine in yourself regarding your goal, that you're going, like, get a good picture, see how there's like the third eye that's connected to the planets, the sun, all of these planets up here is connected to, like, there's some kind of cord or invisible connection to the third eye. So with this in the reverse, I feel like there's something about you connecting, and there's some kind of blockage in that right now. And I'm wondering if it's ego. You know, I wonder if ego is, because the Six of Wands reverse can talk about ego. It can also talk about attention seeking. You know, somebody could be draining on your energy because they're so attention seeking or something like that. That's the message that I have for you, Aquarius. I hope this has been helpful. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and hit that like button if you found this helpful.